I always thought Richard Coleman was just an ordinary man with a stern face and a quiet presence. The kind of person you'd never expect to have secrets. He was the branch manager of First Unity Bank in Maplewood, always dressed neatly, his sleeves always rolled just above the elbows, and his signature oak stick always resting beside his desk. But everything changed the night the power went out. When the outage hit, most of the staff went home early, but Richard, who was known for staying late, left unusually quickly. His stick? Missing. His demeanor? Off. Whispers rippled through the bank staff, but no one dared ask. The man who commanded quiet respect now looked uneasy. That Monday, Richard didn't show up. No calls. No emails. Nothing. Concerned, Assistant Manager Emily Sanders drove to his small colonial home on the edge of town. His car was there, porch light glowing. But Richard was gone. Police were called in. The house was spotless, like he had just stepped out. Coffee still warm. Bed made. No sign of struggle. No clue where he went. Meanwhile, at the bank, the IT team investigated the security footage blackout caused by the outage. One backup file had been corrupted. When it was finally restored, it showed something chilling. Richard walking into his office and vanishing into a panel behind a bookshelf. Authorities obtained a warrant, and what they found would shake the entire town. Behind that bookshelf was a narrow, dust-lined passage. At its end, a hidden room filled with old bank records, some over 30 years old. But that wasn't the shocking part. In the corner of the room lay Richard's oak stick, snapped clean in half. Hidden within the stick was a secret compartment containing USB drives with encrypted files. Inside, evidence of a decades-long embezzlement scheme tied to high-level bank executives. Millions had been stolen, laundered, and buried behind false names and fake accounts. And Richard? He wasn't part of it. He was the one unraveling the truth, piece by piece, in silence. For years, he had suspected something wasn't right. Discrepancies, altered ledgers, paper trails that led nowhere. He started keeping records secretly. His stick, it turns out, was more than a prop. It was a vessel of truth. Richard disappeared for a reason, to protect the data and himself. Weeks later, he was found hiding in a remote cabin once owned by his late uncle. He left behind a letter explaining everything, his fears, his discoveries, and a set of passwords that unlocked the truth. With his files, authorities launched a full-scale investigation. Executives were arrested. Millions were recovered. First Unity Bank was restructured from the ground up. Emily Sanders stepped in as acting manager and worked closely with federal agents to clean up the mess. A new era began, one of honesty, transparency, and trust. As for Richard, he returned to Maplewood quietly. No interviews. No medals. He simply asked to retire in peace. But in the newly renovated bank lobby, encased in glass, sits the broken oak stick. Below it, a plaque reads, "To Richard Coleman, the man who carried the weight of truth." Children press their noses to the glass. Visitors whisper stories of the man who vanished through a wall. And Maplewood stands a little taller now, every transaction echoing with integrity, thanks to the man who dared to uncover what others buried deep.